Hello guys, this is Roy from Arena Mini 4-Wheel Drive Club, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And for this video, I would like to compare all type of the roller as like 13 millimeters, and also here I put the 9 double millimeter double rollers, and this one would join this 13 millimeter rollers to compare, because this is the right now is pretty common rollers that we usually using it. So I put this in the 13 millimeter. So here we're gonna do the weight compare and see which one is lighter, which one is heavier, and then this way you can have some idea when you going to choose the roller, and or like for different purpose, if you need the double, and you can see which one you will like, and also if you want to go for the 13, then you can choose. So here is the test that we are going to do it for today. All right, so let's start with the video. Let's and go. Okay, so here we have 9 millimeter double rollers and 13 double with rubber o-ring, and regular 13 double, and the lightweight 13 double, 13 dish type, and the 13 lightweight blue and black, and temperate 13. And here we're gonna test it and see how heavy are they, and we're gonna list it and compare the weights from the lightest to the heaviest. Okay, so let's start with the 13 millimeter dish type. Okay, so we start from this one. Okay, so now we know all the numbers for all the rollers for the dish type and lightweight and temperate. So here we can see is the lightest and two heaviest. Okay, so the only thing I think people might wondering is how heavy are those double roller compared to the 13. Okay, so here we can see the 9 double is heavier than the temperate, and then let's see what's the next. And here you can see the bearing and the bushing, the weights for themselves already. So now we just need to put the rollers, and like for this one has rubber o-ring, so we just put it on and we can check the size, sorry, the weights for the all the 13 doubles. Okay, so here we're gonna do a quick review and see the purpose for all the different type of the rollers. So here we're gonna start with the 13 dish type and the lightweight. Okay, so as you can see, for those lightweight, you can see the center there's lots of holes, so that's why it's lighter. And compared to the dish type, of course the lightweight is very light and the dish type is heavier. That's true. But what I'm trying to say is here, because for my personal experience, because I have using the lightweight before, but my car fly off the track and hit the wall, and it's just damage it and change the shape. And compared to the dish type, is doing the same thing, but the dish type seems like still doing good, because as you can see, it's much more stronger. Okay, so I would say it depends on you. Like here I'm just trying to tell you the difference. I'm not saying which one is good, which one is bad, but I just tell you the difference. And for the lightweight, if you are want to set your car very light, and of course that will be the best choice. And if you want to get your car like the roller, you want to get it stronger, and dish type will be your good choice as well. Okay, so no matter dish type or the lightweight, they both are very good. Okay, and now we're gonna talk about the 13 temperate And for this kind of roller that Tamiya just released this year, actually there's an old there's a 19 came out first, and for this purpose is you can see the bottom there has a hold, so which means this one can help you to hide the screws at the bottom, because basically 17% that your car got stuck on the track is usually because about the screws head. So you can see here I put the screws and the roller spacer, so I just put it in, and you can see at the bottom you can never you cannot see the screw head. So this way it can help you to do like a underguard, so you won't get stuck by the screws head. Okay, so of course those it will helps you, but also you still, even though you have this like right now we're gonna check on the hacksaw screws. Okay, for this hacksaw screws you can see if we install the roller spacers, then we put it in, then you can still see the hacksaw screw, the screws head. So what we can do, we're just gonna remove this roller spacer, because if you can see clearly, let me just zoom in for you. So if you can see clearly at the center of the hacksaw screws, there is the different levels. Like the closer center, there's a circle is higher. So basically you can just using the hacksaw screw without the roller spacers. Okay, so for this way you can save you can save a roller spacer. But there's one thing I need to let you know. So even though you have this this kind of a roller, you still need an underguard. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the double rollers. So there is a 9mm regular, lightweight, and rubber O-ring. And for the 9mm, because right now the 9mm usually the people are using it especially for the pivot setup, because on the pivot setup, if you're using the 9mm, you can see the 9mm is way smaller than the 13. So when it's moving, there's more distance that the 9mm can do more than the 13. And also right now, because the Japan Cup, there's a setup right now on the top, they can set up a brake for especially for this year, the Japan Cup racetrack. So the 9mm setup over there, then they can put the 19, and also for last year they can put the rollers on top as well. So that's why the purpose for 9 right now is most people are using it. And here for the lightweight and the regular, the only thing I can say for those two are they basically work same, but the only thing is the lightweight is lighter and regular is heavier. But if I really have to say something different, is the price is gonna be different. The lightweight is gonna be a little bit expensive than the regular. Okay, and for the rubber O-ring one, if we check the rubber O-ring, it's right now is not that much people are using it, but if you are facing to some special track, for example like this year the Japan Cup, and you can using the rubber O-ring, because on top the O-ring can slow you down when you are in the digital curve, because the rubber O-ring, it costs more resistance. So at this way it can slow you down a little bit, but still it depends on the track layout, right? Okay, so this is everything for this quick review. On here I already I listed from the lightest to heaviest, so from the 13 lightweight up to the rubber O-ring 13mm. Okay, so here I'm gonna put the weights, how heavy for all those rollers again, and you can check one more time. Okay, and so this is today's video, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Okay, and if you have any question, please leave your question at the bottom. I will reply to you as soon as possible. Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will know it right away. Thank you. I'll see you next time.